I love my Shure SD215 earbuds. For $100, they give me a great balanced sound for a pretty good price. But what if you don't want to spend that much? Or really you just need something that you just throw in your gym bag and don't really care if they break? Well, we found 3 different pair of earbuds that cost around $10 or so. But which one will you get? Let's battle, toads. What's going on, everybody? Jeremy with Detroit Tech. We've got 3 decently selling earbuds here for around $10. But we know your money is valuable. We don't want you to even waste $10 of it. So let's see which ones are going to be worth it for you. And remember, I'm comparing these to each other. So when I say one is better, has more bass, that's in relation to the other earbuds, not anything else. And as well, I'll link to them in the description below if you're interested in purchasing them and supporting the channel. Here, we have the Bolt by Hi-Fi-Man and Mass Drop. Just drop now, I guess. These are the Panasonic ErgoFit, and these are the Monk Plus by Venture Electronics. The build for each of these is quite different. The Hi-Fi-Mans really win for me here. They have this really cool metal housing, and what's better than metal, right? I mean, the plastic build of the Panasonic is fine, doesn't really speak, to anything special. While the Monks are also plastic, they feel a lot more sturdy. Maybe it's just the extra weight. They're actually surprisingly heavy for being plastic. But even being heavy, they just aren't quite as nice as the Bolts. As far as how well these all fit, well, the Panasonic and the Hi-Fi-Man both come with a couple extra ear tips to give you a really good fit in your ears. They're both pretty even in terms of fit, both light, though I prefer the Panasonics by a hair here, just because they just kind of disappear. The Monks are vastly different. They have the old style earbud design, the same on the Apple earbuds they had before the redesign. They redesigned them to direct the sound directly into your ears. They do come with a few different colored pairs of foam padding, but these are basically a one size fits whoever it fits. They fit me decently well, but probably wouldn't want to do any circuit training with them or anything like that. The design of the Monks also mean sound will definitely leak out some, but more importantly, it will not really block out any sound. The Hi-Fi-Man and the Panasonics are in-ear and will definitely block outside sound pretty well if you get the right fit. I still would go with the Panasonic here. They're just a little bit more comfortable and sit more solidly in my ears. Before getting into how they sound, there is one quick thing to consider. The Bolt Hi-Fi-Man by Hi-Fi-Man are the only pair of this little roundup that have an inline microphone. So if that's something you desperately need, there you go. So now how about the sound? I'm gonna start with my least favorite and just kind of move up from there. The Hi-Fi-Man are honestly pretty bad. Now this is coming from someone who has the HE4XX as their daily driver at home for music listening. So I don't just have something against Hi-Fi-Man. The Bolts have just a huge V-shape EQ. The lows are muddy and the highs are pushed so far forward that the mid-range vocals are actually hard to hear. So while the metal housing looks cool and they have the microphone, cool. If you're like plenty of people I know that like to just throw on some rock or big loud songs to just really get going, these are not for you. Actually, these aren't for anyone. Don't waste your money like I did. The Panasonics come next for me. They can get a little bit muddy if there's a lot going on in the song, but they handle it better than the Bolts do. They have a decently wide soundstage for a pair of earbuds, especially in this price range. I mean, they definitely have a V-shaped EQ as well, but it's definitely less obnoxious. The highs peak out a touch more than I would like, but it's not terribly harsh. We did an entire review of these, which you can check out right here if you'd like a little bit more detail. Definitely like these for the price. Now, the Monk Plus by Venture Electronics were my favorite in the bunch. These have the flattest EQ of them all. They can be a bit anemic at times with the low end, but I like a decently flat earbud. These can still get a bit muddy when there's a ton going on, but they still handle it the best IMO. The biggest issue I have is in the low mids. There just seems to be a bit of a bump in the 300 hertz range or so, and it really only reared its head in a couple of songs. These also had what felt like the most accurate detail in the upper mid and high ranges. Vocals came through nice and clearly and were actually very upfront. Soundstage was the widest of all 3 of these too. So final conclusion time. If sound is, that's your aim, the Monks win. If you need a balance of sound and good fit and, blocking outside noise, the Panasonics are the way to go. If your only reason for getting earbuds is to have a microphone, like to, take phone calls, I guess you can go with the hi-fi mids, but like only if that's your only reason. Like, please, they're really just bad. But if you have 10 bucks to spend, you can't go wrong with either the Panasonic ErgoFit or the Monk Plus by Venture Electronics. So thanks for watching, everybody. If we helped you save 10 bucks or put your 10 bucks in the right place, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. If not, you can do those things anyway. Why not? Let us know in the comments below what earbuds you have and why, and we'll catch you in the next one.